Hi, this is Hartaj from Ncaacademy to get you a very interesting perspective about Bangladesh. What is the present turmoil in Bangladesh all about? How it came into being, and what is its consequences related to India? There are three political parties in Bangladesh which are of interest to us. One is the Bangladesh National Party, which is under Khalid Zia. The second one is the Awami League under Sheikh Hasina. And the third one is Jamaat Islam, which is a radical party. Let's go to the discussion of the history of Bangladesh. Bangladesh got its independence in the year 1971. After that, when we talk about it, it was under the Awami League under Mujib Rahman, who is the father of Sheikh Hasina. In 1975, August, he was shot dead by the army personnel, and this led to the dictatorship under the army rule in Bangladesh, forwarded by Muhammad Irshad. What was Sheikh Hasina doing at that time? She was 28 and she was in India. So she survived this attempt. And then the underground rebellion for the Awami League came through. 1990, because of this pressure that was there, the dictatorship finally ended and the elections were held. Who won the elections? It was the BNP, the Bangladesh Nationalist Party under Khalid Zia, who won these elections. What happened after that is after 6 years, it was the Awami League coming to power and Sheikh Hasina. But from 2009, it is the rule of Sheikh Hasina, who has been also termed as the Iron Lady of Bangladesh. What got this Iron Lady to actually fall down from grace? That is the interesting question here. Well, actually, there's a lot of economic reforms which are happening in Bangladesh. It was actually going at a faster rate than majority of the countries. That is the positives of it. The negatives was the political dissent that was happening. There was no space given to the political dissent. You must have heard of the Nobel laureate who's now going to form the interim government, Mohammad Yusuf, who's also contributed to Grameen Bank. He was put under corruption charges. So any person who was having a dissent with the political party was put under this. This was not the main reason. The main reason actually came with a High Court ruling, which allowed 50% reservation, out of which 30% reservation would be given to the people who had contributed to the separation of Bangladesh, or who helped Bangladesh being formed. Of course, who was going to benefit out of it? Awami League. This led to a lot of student protest. Now let's cut back to the economy, which is in 2021. The economy is going well, but COVID strikes. Because of the COVID strikes, automatically the job opportunities and everything reduce. The growth rate slashes down from 7.8 to 3.8%. Job opportunities reduce. With the coming of this bill, automatically the students think that they are not going to get jobs. This leads them to come on to the roads and protest against Sheikh Hasina. A lot of curbs were put in. A lot of people or students were killed, around 100 initially. Curfews were put in, and then again the situation was under control for some time. But the second time of protest, again, now where the funding is actually coming from outside, what happened is the fall of Sheikh Hasina happened. She ordered a curfew. But what happened? The army said, sorry, we will not be able to install a curfew. This is the time when Sheikh Hasina knew that she can no longer be in power, and that is when she decided to leave Bangladesh. So this is the entire crisis related to it. So what does it have an effect with India? That's the most important thing. Well, Bangladesh as a country was very friendly to us. But now this completely changes. Because as we've seen, it's more of political funding where a lot of Pakistan and Chinese funding has come through to the fall of Sheikh Hasina, the coming of the opposition, who saw it as an opportunity. Yes, the critics have been there that she's completely destroyed democracy. There have been certain visions of it which are correct to it. But what are the effects related to India? That's going to be most important, is because with the Jamaat Islam coming through, we saw recently atrocities happening against Hindus there. Similarly, which regime comes into place and how it has an effect with India is going to be a big problem, is because there's a lot of economic interest that India has with Bangladesh. If this economic interest does not work through, then what happens? Any other government comes through, the economic interest that India has automatically changes. And who would benefit out of it is, of course, China. So these are the repercussions of this thing with Indian political scenario and Indian geopolitics and Indian national security. So I hope you've enjoyed this crisp video of us, and keep on subscribing because we'll keep on sharing very good and relevant information with you. Thank you.